Welcome back, APS Squad. It's Alec and
Paul.
And we're bringing you guys Infinity Chasers.
Yes, so today we're going to be talking about the 3 new decks that debut in this set that just released, and at the end of the video we'll tell you how you can have a chance at winning a box of this for yourself. So let's hop in.
So first up, let's talk about the 3 new archetypes in Infinity Chasers.
Yeah, we have the Witchcrafters,
or the Infinitracks,
and finally the Evil Eyes. So each of these 3 decks offers something entirely different, I would say. They're all kind of geared to different play styles, types of people. So I would like to kick it off with the one that I'm actually going to be building myself, and that's Witchcrafters. So this actually got announced a long time ago. A lot of people were really excited about it, and it's a spellcaster archetype. Surprise, right?
Oh my god, I bet they use spells.
As it happens, they do. Yes, the Witchcrafters are all about using different spell cards that grant them all kinds of versatile effects. For instance, you've got a search spell, you've got a monster reborn, you also have continuous spells that can protect your Witchcrafter monsters or even let them get a draw whenever they destroy monsters in battle, for instance. You've got a way to bounce spells and traps back to your opponent's hand. So, this would probably remind you of something like Sky Strikers or Spellbooks, and it is functionally pretty similar to that. But the fun here comes with the way that the spells can actually recycle themselves. During the end phase, if you control a Witchcrafter monster, then your spells can return to your hand, as long as you didn't actually activate that spell in a turn. So it's a little bit complicated, but not so much. If you use, say, the Rhoda spell to Witchcrafter creation, then you can add a Witchcrafter from your deck to your hand. And it'll go to your grave, and in the end phase, you won't be able to add it back. But then on your next end phase, it's still in your grave, like of your next turn, for instance.
Oh, wow.
It's still there, and if you didn't use one that turn, then it can come back to you. And the Witchcrafter monsters make it actually very easy to load your graveyard up with these spells. And so, yeah, that's really it. What you want to do is get as many of them in your grave as possible and then have them return to your hand in the end phase. But that's not talking about the monsters. So the monsters, the small ones, contribute themselves and discard a spell from your hand. Notice how easy it is to load the graveyard. And then summon a new Witchcrafter monster from your deck. And the larger boss monsters, basically Heine and, I think I'm saying that right. Heine. Somebody in the comments can tell me. And of course, Smugloli, the best one. They are actually able to use quick effects. So Heine or Hein or Hine, I don't know. Yeah, she can discard a spell in either player's turn and destroy a face-up card your opponent controls. And then Smugloli can discard a spell and actually negate all of your opponent's monster's face-up effects. So pretty cool. It also functions kind of similar to Vampire Fräulein, where you can boost a spellcaster, it itself included. You can boost a spellcaster's stats in battle by 1,000 for every spell you reveal. So yeah, when you get these monsters out, they basically kind of control the field, and then each turn you'll be recouping spell cards to use their effects over and over and over and over and over. And that's really it. So what type of strategy is this? Who is this for? I would say, based on my experience, it kind of functions as like a protect the tower type of strategy.
Like Boojins?
Yeah, something like that, effectively. You've got these controlling monsters, and they're pretty defensive in nature, but when you have your continuous spells out and when you've got your spells in your hand to use their effects with, it can start getting really hard for your opponent to actually deal with them. And that, to me, is kind of the appeal. You can use other spellcaster support cards. There's like Magician's right and left arm, for instance, Spell of Knowledge maybe, that kind of thing. It all works really well.
The deck I want to play is Infinitracks. So Infinitracks are an archetype of Earth Machine monsters. They're all about Xyz summoning and Link summoning. And they just kind of combo and beat your opponent down. What's really cool is the way they go about it. The low level ones, there's like a level 2 and level 4. When you summon them, they get a resource. The level 2, it'll add an Infinitrack to hand, and level 4 special summons an Earth Machine from your hand. So level 4, that's really what the combos are all about. Level 2 is not bad. The bigger Infinitracks, they're all level 5. You tribute an Earth Machine on your side of the field to summon them from the hand. And then they can banish an Infinitrack from the grave to get some sort of like search. You can either search like the spell or the trap. Now the cool part is the little Infinitracks, the 2 and the 4, they can mod their level and one other machine level. They'll add them together and then copy it to them both. So now they're the same level. So you can get level 7 or 9. which is great because those are the Infinitrack XZs you're gonna make the most. There is a rank 5. It searches. It's kind of hard to make, but the rank 7 XZs, it can increase its attack. It's not that great going first, but like all the XZs monsters in this archetype, it can tribute a link monster and you can special summon it from the grave. So you can summon this rank 5, this rank 7, and then link it off, and just so you can summon it again on your next turn. The rank 9, it can pop cards. So going first isn't great, but then you can still link it off, and then tribute a link to bring it back next turn. That's the beauty of the archetype, because you have a link 1. He just costs 1 Infinitrack monster. You can summon it off anybody, and if you have any Infinitrack XZs in the grave, tribute, special summon, and the whole deck plays that way. I think the best part about it is it works extremely well with just about every machine archetype in the game.
Yeah, I think of trains for sure when I think of this archetype.
Trains, Cyber Dragons, Ancient Gears. I've seen Machina, Deskbots.
Gadgets for sure, just
gadgets. Platinum Gadget plays extremely well with this deck. I believe we're getting it in dual power. So
we are.
That's going to be a lot of fun to look forward to. Who's this deck really for? 1, Machine Heads. If you've ever played a machine deck in the last 5 years, you can probably mix it in here somehow.
Yeah, lots of those in this game.
But mostly, like, combo heads. People that love to just, like, construct combos and do all these crazy plays. They want to end their board on, like, on a negate or 2.
I think it's actually the first machine archetype that seems like super combo heavy. Most of them are a little bit more linear and simple, but this deck can actually kind of go off, and that's cool.
Yeah, I thought the deck was really like linear and structured until I put Platinum Gadget in the deck. Then, it gets wild, and the deck can play forever just by recycling and searching. It's a lot of fun.
And the last deck is Evil Eyes. This is Sergio, I believe. And so Evil Eyes are an archetype of fiend monsters that actually use the Evil Eye of Selene. Now this is a deck that Alex is actually going to be building. Couldn't be here for the video, so I'm going to cover him. So the Evil Eye of Selene is an equip spell, and when it's equipped to any of your Evil Eye monsters, that monster can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and it can't be targeted as well. Now, anytime that you activate the monster's effect, or the effect of any Evil Eye spell or trap card, the equipped monster gains 500 attack, but you lose 500 life points. So what does this mean?
Oof.
This means that your Serzial, he's the main monster here, and usually what you're going to be using, will quickly get high amounts of attack points. He starts at 1600, and it's very easy to get him to like 31, 36, 41, 46, and so on. And he'll be basically protected from everything. So he starts swinging really hard, and while he's equipped with the Evil Eye, he actually gains an additional effect. He gets a quick effect that lets him pop 1 special summon monster your opponent controls. So this is each turn. So he starts getting big, he starts disrupting your opponent, and he's protected via Evil Eye of Selene. You also have a field spell that can actually search your Evil Eye monsters. He himself, Serzial, can search the Evil Eye spell or trap. So yeah, now there are other Evil Eye monsters that have different effects that help you recycle your cards, recover banished cards. They've got spells and traps. There's one that can actually, like, say, bounce 2 monsters from the field to the hand. And if you've got the Evil Eye in the field, you know, all the cards actually get additional effects if you have the Evil Eye of Selene on the field. So there's a bit of a problem here. Twofold, actually. First of all, the Evil Eye of Selene grants lots of protection, grants you extra effects. That's cool, but it costs you life points every time, and the life points that you lose are not optional. There's no way to get around that. So your life points are basically on a clock when you're playing this deck. The monster can get huge, you can give your opponent a hard time, but if you don't win fast, you're gonna kind of be in trouble. Now, of course, once, you know, Serzial gets to 5,000 plus attack points and is swinging for, you know, 3K, 4K per hit, not too big of a, you know, an issue, but it's just something to keep in mind. And then also, if the Evil Eye itself gets destroyed, then all your hard work kind of goes down the drain, because even though the Evil Eye of Selene can recycle itself, you still don't have the attack points, and now your life points are really low, and you're not going to necessarily have enough time to get your monster strong enough to start like swinging really hard as it is. Now the deck also has a link monster and other things like that, but that's the main combo, and the deck, as far as that's concerned, works surprisingly well. I thought it was going to be the weakest deck of this archetype, or of this set, but no, it actually works pretty well. Who is it for? I would say probably anybody who likes fiends, of course, it's a cool theme. But also, I think it's for people who kind of like to live life on the edge, right?
People who don't like to go in a time.
Yeah, you walk in a tightrope. You're gonna win or you're gonna lose. But yeah, I really do think it's better than people are probably giving it credit for. And so, yeah.
Look, guys, I don't know how else to say it. If you've been burned out by competitive Yu-Gi-Oh and you've been searching for a new fun deck, buy Infinity Chasers.
Yeah, it's a great set. I think all three of the archetypes in here are very creative and original, and Konami always surprised me with their ability to make archetypes, you know, despite how many there already are in this game, to still make new archetypes that, you know.
And these are all really unique. They take things we've seen before and then they blow it out the water.
So you've probably been eyeing this. Since we're at the end of the video, I did promise we're going to be giving away a box of the Infinity Chasers, and all you have to do to win is like this video, subscribe to Team APS, of course, and leave a comment with which of these 3 decks interests you the most. Which one are you going to be building and why? And a week from today, I'll pick a random comment, get in contact with you, and you'll win.
I'm going to enter too. I'm going to enter. I'm going to be in there.
So yeah, what's your favorite? Do you like the Protect the Tower, Witchcrafters, the comboing Machine, Xyz, and Lynx, or the Living Life on the Edge, Evil Eyes? Alright, if you want to pick this up for yourself, of course, get it from TCG Player. They provided all the product for us, so we'd love for you to check it out. I think that's going to be it. So without further ado, see you guys in the next one.
Pass turn.